Olive oil. It coats our salads and sautés our veggies. We dip our bread in it and drizzle it over pasta. For many of us, it's a pantry staple we don't think twice about. But do you ever wonder why olive oil plays such a prominent role in Mediterranean cuisine? Why is this one ingredient so deeply rooted in the cultures of the region? The story begins thousands of years ago. Archaeologists have found proof that ancient people were growing olives and producing olive oil along the coast of the Levant during the Neolithic period. From these early olive groves in the Levant region, knowledge of olive cultivation gradually spread westward. As civilizations around the Mediterranean traded goods back and forth, olive farming techniques went with them. Soon, olives were being grown on the large islands of Crete and Cyprus. By 1500 BCE, on the Greek mainland, olive oil production took off. The climate in Greece was perfect for olive trees, with its mild winters and long sunny summers. The Greeks and Phoenicians also brought olive trees with them as they set up colonies around the Mediterranean Sea. Wherever they went, from North Africa to Spain to Asia Minor, olive groves sprouted up. Olive trees adapted well to the Mediterranean climates and were pretty easy to grow. Since they are drought-resistant, a little water goes a long way. Before long, olive groves covered the landscape around the entire Mediterranean coastline. Through trade, colonization, and perfect growing conditions, olive oil steadily became a staple of life around the sea. With olive groves carpeting the landscape, olive oil slowly seeped into many aspects of Mediterranean societies. Across ancient Greek and Roman stories, olive oil made frequent appearances and took on symbolism. According to Greek mythology, the goddess Athena gifted an olive tree to the city of Athens. This sacred olive tree was planted on the Acropolis, and its oil was awarded to victors at the Olympic Games. Winners were crowned with wreaths made of olive branches, making the olive a symbol of triumph and glory. Olive oil was also prized for its health and healing properties, even in ancient times, with none other than Hippocrates, often referred to as the father of medicine, reportedly calling it the great healer. Hippocrates is said to have prescribed olive oil for more than 60 medical conditions, from skin conditions to surgical cleaning. This rich history is reflected in various ancient texts, including the works of Dioscorides, who in his De Materia Medica, the foremost classical source on herbal medicine, referred to olive oil as oleum and detailed its use as both a food and medicine. Galen, another influential figure in ancient medicine, extolled the virtues of olive oil for the skin. In his Naturalis Historia, the Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder detailed the use of olive oil for everything from lamp fuel to a basic constituent of ointments, highlighting its ubiquitous role in not just Greek but also Roman society. Current research reveals that olive oil is loaded with heart-healthy fats, powerful antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Consuming olive oil regularly has been linked to lower risks of chronic illnesses like heart disease, diabetes, and even cancer. In fact, nourishing olive oil is considered the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet. But Mediterranean people didn't have modern health research to understand why olive oil was good for them. They simply recognized its positive effects through cultural wisdom passed down through generations. Greek athletes rubbed it on their bodies, believing olive oil boosted performance. Roman soldiers massaged olive oil into their skin to heal bruises and harden themselves. So Mediterranean cultures valued olive oil as much more than just delicious food, even without today's scientific knowledge. Today, that deep bond is still there in Mediterranean societies. Olive oil remains closely tied to daily life in the region. In the Mediterranean now, small old-fashioned olive farms exist next to big commercial operations. Spain, Italy, Greece, and Tunisia lead the world in production, but growing olives spread globally. For traditional Mediterranean communities, olive oil remains integral to daily life and regional identity. So while a global commodity, in the Mediterranean, olive oil remains something more. In the Mediterranean, it's inherently part of local life, identity, and a shared past. It's the livelihood for many, and arguably their most profound connection to their land.